Hello and welcome to the next instalment on the Leadership Club interviews. My name's Wayne, I'm from BioHire, and today I have the pleasure of being able to interview Josep Cardona from Onalabs.
Hello, thank you. My name is Josep Cardona. I'm the CEO of a small company, a startup called Onalabs, that we are focused on developing biosensors for different bioindicators with the characteristic of being a non-invasive remote technology to be used basically in the area of healthcare. As a background, I've been in the healthcare sector for 30 years in different executive positions for different business areas, and also in the area of innovation and business development.
What has been the biggest challenge you've faced managing your business during the COVID-19? And how have you managed to keep your team motivated over this period?
I would say that it's difficult to say to identify just one challenge. I would say that as a startup, we have two main challenges during this lockdown period. The first one was that we started an investment round before the lockdown. So at this time, investors were scared about the situation. They were focused on their own portfolios. So investment has been really delayed. And we tried to be in touch with all of them. And only we succeed only in two cases. We get a fluid relationship with them. And probably we even reinforce our position in front of these investors. And the other main challenge was the timing of our projects, that we suffered also a delay, which for any company is very important, and especially it's critical for a startup. So this will be the main challenges. We try to maintain our team motivated and as active as possible, with a weekly meeting with them, of course, a virtual meeting with all of them, sharing probably more information that we usually share with them, trying to keep them involved in the projects and focusing in their challenges, on personal challenges and so on.
What's been your biggest challenge in terms of like sourcing materials, shipping, logistics, etc.?
More than the supplies or the shipping would be that we had no access to our labs because of the lockdown. We are using one small lab from our resources, and then we are also using two other public labs. We just had access to the labs recently, and so this was the most important challenge. Also, we were trying to to ensure the supplies for the coming back period. But the most important issue is when we will recover the right pace for the development in the labs.
Thinking about the new norm of COVID-19, to actually start up the operation again, how will you be proceeding with this?
For us, is how can we recover the time lost during this period. As I said, we try to focus the work for our R&D team into more theoretical parts of the work, and this is very useful. And they also work a lot of efforts in planning, but everything will recover part of the lost time. But we'll try to, well, our main objective is to recover this lost time. This is the main challenge.
How do you see your government there in Spain helping you going forward, or what type of support do you think that they need to continue to put in to support the small business market?
Yeah, I think that it's very important, the support from the government. in fact, they already started some supports to some technological projects, especially related to COVID projects. In fact, we applied for a project related to COVID. It's now still under evaluation. But also a project that we submitted before. We had the chance to being reviewed quicker than usually. And we are to, probably next week, we'll receive already the grants to keep on this project. So we already received some support from the government, and it seems that this will continue in the short term. For me, it's important that this support should be maintained in the long term as a policy from the government to support R&D, to support innovation in our country, because it's absolutely critical if Spain would like to be a really competitive country. So we expect that this the positive part of this lockdown could be rethinking about some of the policies from the governments. So we expect that they decide to support us more than in the past.
As a CEO, your staff look to you for guidance. What would your advice be to other senior managers, leadership people, about how to give advice and support during these really uncertain times? Because whilst we keep talking about the new life post-COVID-19 or living with COVID-19 going forward, how are organizations going to manage their staff?
Yeah, I think that it's important to make a deep reflection on the way of working of the company in many areas. For a small company as ours, it's for sure easier than for a big company. But I think that this reflection is important for any company. Reflections regarding the financial structure. Usually we say that cash is the king, and these days we are really can say that for sure the companies that don't have some resources in cash probably suffered a lot. So we have to be coherent with this main topic of having cash in our finance structure. Also regarding organization, I think it's important to think about the organization, to think about the structure itself, to think about the positions, the reporting structure, flexibility in terms of if presence is important or not, in terms of trying to flexibilize also the different positions in terms of being part of the company or being a third party. Also in terms of training, it's important to think about the training of the company. So in fact, it's important to keep the company prepared for a potential future lockdown, that this could help to be prepared for any emergency, but also to be probably more professionalized and accelerating some changes in the company that in fact a lot of companies should have performed already in the past. Digitalization, of course, is a key issue, and this lockdown period accelerated plenty of these projects, and I think that it's important to keep calm, but making a deep reflection on how to structure the company.